we'll do swatches in a moment. I guess maybe we should, I don't know, what do we do first? Hi, I'm Makeup Marie from Miami. Welcome back to my channel. I focus primarily on vocally pro-choice beauty brands. If that's not your jam, feel free to go to the millions of content creators out there that aren't. Today we're talking about a ton of makeup. I apologize for not doing another video sooner, but I fell, I hurt myself, my arms were not doing so well, so I decided to take a small break. But I'm back and I've got a ton of great makeup that I want to do first impression and let you know what's going on. There's a Sephora sale coming up, there's all kinds of sales coming up for the holidays, so that way you have an idea if these trending autumnal products are for you. So hopefully that's something that you're interested in. Stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a lot of different products. First of all, we're going to talk about Lisa Eldridge's new Seamless eye pencils. We're going to talk about Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. We're going to talk about the new Merit eyeshadows, and we're going to talk about some not new but new to me MAC products. So let's do it. We're starting with the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Glide eye pencils. So I just wanted to mention to Lisa Eldridge fans out there that she is not vocally pro-choice. I will continue to feature her products because I do believe in her as a makeup artist. I hope that she maybe one day changes her mind about that. I purchased two, one in Black Treacle, which is a matte, and one in Night Forest, which is a luminous. So let's start off with Black Forest. These are very similar to the Victoria Beckham pencils. I know this because I own many of them. These are all my Victoria Beckham pencils. Okay, so here I am trying out the Lisa Eldridge pencil in Black Treacle on my eye that does not give me issues. It goes on smoothly. It looks wet at first, just like she said in her video. That was one of the claims that she made. I used my little smudger brush to smudge it out because that's what I typically do with my eyeliners. This is the exact same way I use the Victoria Beckham eyeliners that are very similar, but include the smudger brush. Then I went in with the forest green on my other eye, which is the one that typically gives me more issues. It went on smoothly, and I smudged it with a different Trixie Cosmetics pen brush that's not really meant for this type of work, but I think it worked out all right. I'm smudging it, and it's not as smooth, but it may be because of the brush that I'm using. I'm not sure. The thing is too, it's such a dark green that it's really hard to see that it's not black. It looks black from far away, or maybe gray from far away. So, and I think though, when I compared it to the Victoria Beckham pencil, it's the same thing. They both are a very deep green, so it's almost like you're wearing a black or a gray eyeliner pencil. So going in again and smudging it to build up the color, just because that's another claim that it's buildable. Went in with the forest green color on the other eye, and as you can see, it's blending in pretty much the same as before. It's a little tough, but again, it could be the brush. So I think it's pretty similar. Next, we're going to talk about the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. I'm not new to Danessa Myricks. I have her blush and I love it, but I attended one of her classes where she talks about this palette, and I was really struck by her authenticity. She was very joyful. It was her birthday. She was really sweet. She talked about her mom. I think that she is a delight. And an educator. I think that's something that she prides herself on. So it was a real fun watch, and I learned a lot about the palette. So I think that helped me quite a bit. Here I am trying on the Danessa Myricks palette, And so what I try to do first is to use a color to kind of contour, bronze my face, because it's a really nice, that's the thing about this palette that struck me, is the undertones are very nice. And it goes on a lot lighter than it looks. So it was surprising. And I don't think I got the impact that I wanted. I would have to build it up. I think I just went in and tried a different color because it didn't really make the impact that I wanted to. At least on my cheeks it didn't. So, but it went on very smoothly, and which is super important for mature skin. Then I went into one of the shadows, the pomade first, just to give my eyelids some definition. I have hooded eyelids, and typically that's what I do. Most of the time I go straight up, but for this one I wanted to use the color a little more, so I blended it out a little. I went a little further out than I usually do because I wanted to illustrate the palette. Then I went on the other eye and I did the same thing, and it went on smoothly. And that's my trouble eyelid. I have difficulty with that one. So it went on well. So what you do is you put the powder on top, and that's when you get the impact. As you'll see, it did not, it got a little patchy on my trouble eye, and I had to go in and try to wipe it up a little bit with my finger. So I like it. I like it a lot as an eyeshadow palette. Again, I'll have to try a different color to contour with. That's me going with the lighter color to give some definition to my eyebrows and to set off the eyeshadow. I think it's a really pretty color. I think it's not light enough for people with pale skin tones, but in a pinch it'll do. Here I went in with I think it was Harvest. It's a darker brown, so that has a lot more impact. But I'm having a little bit of trouble again with the other eye, which is my trouble eye. So I went in and tried to blend it out, and it needs a lot of blending. I think because I tried a different color pomade on top of the powder that I had already placed on my eyelid, but I think that with a little bit of blending it will work. It just, I think putting powder pomade and then pomade again is not a good idea. That's the conclusion I came to. And then this is, I went in and defined my eyebrows a little bit further with one of the pomades. I use a pomade normally on my brows anyway, so I'm comfortable doing that, and I loved it. I thought it was really nice color. I thought it looked really good. It blended well, which is definitely what you need if you're going to put a pomade on your brows. You need to blend that out so it doesn't look too thick. And it worked well. I really enjoyed it. I think that and the first application of eyeshadow was my favorite way of using the palette. I liked it. Next up is Merit. I purchased their solo eyeshadows. I like this brand. They have an interesting point of view. It's very minimalist, but yet colorful. I like a lot of makeup, but I don't like wearing heavy makeup, so I like a natural look, and I certainly like something that's easy. I purchased Studio, which is the lighter color, and Viper, which is the greeny color. I put the first color on my eyelid. That doesn't give me as many issues as my other eyelid, and you'll see when I start putting it on my other eyelid, I definitely did have issues. Didn't have any issues with the first eyelid. Then with the second one, I certainly had some trouble. It just didn't blend right. I did put eyeshadow primer on. I don't know if that makes a difference. I didn't read whether that was recommended or not, so I'll have to check and see. But I wasn't really happy with the product, at least initially. Okay, next up is MAC Cosmetics, and I purchased a Skinfinish Sunstruck Radiant Bronzer. I'm showing you the Ulta page because this particular color is not available on MAC Cosmetics website. So if you're interested, that's where you need to purchase it. The application wasn't great, but that's because I didn't use the right brush. It's a mineral powder. I know that with mineral powders, you need a denser, stronger brush. My bad, sorry about that. I'm sure it's lovely just because Skinfinish is a very popular powder with MAC. So I'll have to keep playing with that one. I also purchased the Lipglass in the color Spite. That was lovely. As I'm mentioning, it's a little stickier, but sticky works. It sticks and it looks great. So I really enjoyed that. Let's start with Lisa Eldridge's Seamless Glide Eye Pencil. And I think that they are very similar to Victoria Beckham. I prefer the matte formula, the black treacle. I think that it went on and it had that shiny look. It looked wet at first and it blended out easily. I don't like the luminous one as much. And it's such a dark green that frankly from far away you can't even tell that you have a green liner on, so why bother, honestly? So I have a mixed bag. I have to say they're so similar to Victoria Beckham's eye pencils, and Victoria Beckham's eye pencils are again practically exactly the same, but they also come with this little smudger brush, which is extremely useful. This is the thing. If you're a makeup artist and you have a bunch of brushes and you're used to using brushes to put on your eyeliner, then most likely the Lisa Eldridge's will work fine. But if you're a novice or someone, a regular person who is not a makeup artist and doesn't have a million brushes and oftentimes uses their fingers like I do, the Victoria Beckham one actually kind of beats it out for that smudger. I didn't use the smudger at first because I had this great little brush that I got at Ulta like 100 years ago that I still hold on to because it's just so good. But then I started using it and it's just so convenient, so easy, it's convenient, it does the job. The only thing that maybe the Lisa Eldridge one will win out is if it works well in the side of the eye, because I know that she mentioned that she put in ingredients there that made it eye friendly. So, and I have sensitive eyes. I typically do not put eyeliner very close to my eyes. Today I did. So I will have to let you know in the description, in the comment section, sorry, what the outcome was. Hopefully, yeah, my eyes won't get red and puffy. Yay. The next very popular, the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. This is a very interesting palette because it has the pomades, which are kind of malleable, they're soft, and then they have little itty bitty powders right next to it. And this was fun to apply, even for me, even for someone who's not a makeup artist and not particularly good at applying makeup. The only thing is that if you're light skinned, you do need a lighter color, so to brighten it up, because I've got brown hair, brown eyes. I put a lot of brown on my eyes and it's not flattering for me. Plus, I'm a mature person. So what I did was I came in with my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow pencil and I did a little lightening. I also put some Lisa Eldridge, one of her eyeshadows, one of her glimmery eyeshadows on the top to give my eyes a little bit of light. But this is a lot of fun. This was actually interesting to use. I did have some issues with Harvest. This color, the first one that I purchased, it looked a little fuzzy. I didn't like how it looked, so I returned it and got another one, and so far so good. Everything looks great. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this palette, but I definitely have to balance it out with some light or some color, some pink or red, something to balance out the darkness, which I did. I did a little bit of pink blush and I did a Lisa Eldridge Rain liquid lipstick to brighten up my complexion. There's the rain. Yay, it's been raining a lot in Miami. The next product that I tried was the Merit eyeshadows. I got one in Studio and I got one in this green color called Viper. And I have to say, I wasn't too excited about this. What's up with this? Oh, that's not good. Maybe it has to snap to close. I think it had to snap, yeah, it has to snap to close, so make sure and snap it close. I have to keep playing with these. I think that these may not be so great for mature eyelids because I know that this is my trouble eyelid and I had a lot of trouble blending the green one out on this eye. I'm a little disappointed. The Danessa Myricks palette was more malleable, something you can use, and it does turn into a powder as well, but it seemed to be more malleable and more easy to work with than the Myricks. So, and again, it's the same thing. They're, you know, more autumnal colors, which is beautiful, but with someone like me, I do have to bring in some lightness to balance it out, and that's what's most flattering at it. I would dare guess that if you're mature as well, that you probably have the same issue. The next thing that we tried were some MAC products. I saw people online playing with this stuff. I forget who the content creator was. I watch a lot of content on YouTube. And so I tried this blush bronzer called Radiant Light Rosy Skinfinish. And I tried a MAC lip gloss, which I haven't tried in 100 years. But I have to say, the MAC lip gloss was great. It was. I know, you know, we used to be very picky about our lip glosses not being sticky. You know what? Sticky works. Sticky sticks. So I liked it. So there it is. It's a little shinier. It's a good color. Oh, what was the color? I picked this up primarily too because of the color name. The color name was cool. I need my magnifying glass. Well, I'm going to put it in the description so you can see. But it's got a cool name. This was nice. I liked it. So that's it. That's my wrap up. I hope that this was helpful to you. Don't forget to wear sunscreen. Abortion is healthcare. See you soon. Thank you. Peace.